Halfway there. 2.5 down, 2.5 to go. Gary, your leader. For the driver's stand. Leader coming up here on the front straight. Thank you. Leader in chicane. Very nice. John second. Jimbo. David. Donnie. Herb. Chris. John.
Two minutes left.
Two minutes, guys. 2 to go. Gary, still your leader. In the teal, down the front straight. Donnie Allen that time, 15-1. Chris, 16-4. David, 15-0. 14-6 for Hurlbert. Gary, 14-0. 16-2 for Chris. Jimbo, 15-1. One minute. Watch it, guys. Going in front. Look out, look out. This
1
side.
minute left.
John Hurlbert now to the lead. It's John, Jimbo, David, Chris. 30 seconds to go. Tough luck there for Gary. Race 35's up next. Keep going ear to tone. It's John and Jimbo. Keep going, everybody. Keep going, keep going. Wind it down. All stop, all cars fitted. John going to win that one. 21 lap, 5:10. Jimbo goes 2. David, Donnie, Chris, and Herb. Race 35 coming up. Easy on your warm-up, guys.
Adam Kirkwood. Chris Crowder. David Elon. Greg Halstead. Chris Pace. James Oliva. Dennis Young.
Starting grid, Chris, James, David. Cars to the back straight, please. Starting grid, Chris, James, David, Dennis, followed by Chris Pace, Adam, Greg, and Tom. Got all the marshals out there. All right, let's have some fun. What do you say? Wait till I call your name. 35. Chris, James, David, Dennis, Chris, Adam, Greg, Tom. All right, good luck, everybody. Here we go. Oh, we got a body tuck. All right, Jim was on it. I got Greg out front, Tom, James, Adam, Dennis, Chris, and Dave on lap one. Greg Halstead, year later down the straightaway. Work together out there, guys. Give and take. Watch it, left side chicane, left side chicane. Good job, guys. All right, Greg Halstead, year leader. Yeah, Halstead, 13-6. All right, leader coming down the back straightaway. Last lap was hot lap 13-6. Bet picks it up 13-5. Right behind you, John. Marshall's working hard in this one. Greg, James. James up to the 2 spot, 2 second back. Halstead, your leader in the all purple. Down the short chute, front of the drive stand, around the carousel. 25-5 touring presented by Jonathan R.C. $2:20 to go. Greg, new hot lap, 13-4 for Halstead. Our leader, all purple in front of the driver's stand, around the carousel, down the front straight. James down to the 2 spot again. Back and forth. James through the sweeper that
left.
time. 14-1. James driving that red, white, and blue, number 7. Halstead, Oliva, followed by Adam Kirkwood, 14-1 that time. Dennis Young, 14-7. Chris Pace doing his best lap right there, 14-3. Crowder, 14-2. Allen, a 14-3. Backs it up with a 14-7. Crowder, 14-4. Adam, 14-3. Thank you.
One minute left.
1 minute, guys. We got one to go. All right, James, Adam, Greg, Chris, Tom, Dennis. James, Greg, Adam. Halstead out front. James in second. Adam third. Chris. Crowder and Pace. Watch it coming onto the back straight. All stop, all car finish. Greg gonna win that. Gonna go 22-5-11. James second, followed by Chris Crowder, Chris Pace, Tom, Adam, Dennis, and Dave. Race 36 coming up.
Robert Durlaw, Eddie Mon, Ben Teets, Nick Green, Dan Holcomb, Stephen Poppy, Erica Carey, Riley Drennan.
Cars to the back straight, please. Starting grid, Robert, Ben, Eddie, and Nick up front. Robert, Ben, Eddie, and Nick. Stephen, Riley, Erica, and Dan. Come on, Marshall, let's go. All right, wait till I call your name, drivers. This is 36. Robert, Ben, Eddie, Nick, Steven, Riley, Erica, Dan. All right, good luck, everybody. Here we go. Race number 36, off and rolling. I got one down, four to go, one down, four to go. All right, you're leading right now. Ben. It's Ben out front leading away. Followed by Nick, Eddie Mon. Ben last lap 13-4. Nick 15-2. Eddie 14-5. Durla 13-7. Pape 14-2.
Two minutes left.
We got 3 down, 2 to go. 3 down, 2 to go. Ben, Robert, Nick. Ben that time 13-6, Durla 13-7. Nick 14-0, Eddie 13-8, Poppy 14-8, Erica 14-3, Riley 14-1. Track's clear. Good marshaling. Thank you. Ben, your leader. Durla, Nick, Eddie, Steve, Erica, Riley, Dan. 1:10 to go.
One minute left.
1 minute, guys. 1 minute to go. Ben, Robert, Nick, Eddie, Steve, Erica, Dan, and Riley. Ben, year later, on a 23-5-11. Solid run here for Ben, trying to step it up here into the top 10. Keep going, everybody, keep going. Ben last lap, 13-7. Durla on his best run, moving up 10 spots. Durla with a 14 flat. Green with a 14 flat. Keep going, everybody, keep going. Race 37's up next. All stop, all car fitted. Ben gonna take it. 23-5-12, moving up 25 spots to 4th overall. Good run for Ben. Second, Robert gonna move up to 18. Nick Green gonna move up to 21. Race 37 coming up. Easy on your warm-up, guys. Watch in front of the post tick.
Kenny Thornton, Michael Molnar, Steve Skutenberg, Jeremy D'Amico, Andy Brooks, Arvin Nano, Shane Ounce, Robert Cunningham.
Cars in the back straight. It's going to be Michael, Andy, Shane, and Kenny. Your front four. Michael, Andy, Shane, and Kenny. Then Arvin, Robert, Steve, and Jeremy. Thanks, Steve. All right, guys. We're ready to rock and roll. Wait till I call your name. This is race 37. Michael, Andy, Shane, Kenny, Arvin, Robert, Steve, Jeremy. All right, good luck, everybody. Here we go, off and running race 37. Yes. I got Andy Brooks out front, followed by Kenny, followed by Robert, Jeremy, Steve, Shane, Arvin, and Michael. 1 minute into this 5 minute 25-5 presented by Donathan RC. It's our C-sort after our first round of qualifying. We'll do a resort again tonight. There'll be new heats for tomorrow morning. Practice goes till 6:30 all night. We'll start tomorrow, 6:55. Race 1 in the driver's stand. Watch a guy coming to the driver's stand. Good job, thank you. It's Andy Brooks to the lead. Andy on a 23.503 TQ time. Kenny Thornton right behind him. And Robert, Steve, Shane, Jeremy, Arvin, Michael. Looks like it's going to take 23 to make the show when all is said and done after tomorrow's qualifying. Andy, Kenny, Robert, Shane, Steve, Jeremy, Arvin, Michael.
Two minutes left.
2 minutes, 3 down, 2 to go. It's Andy, followed by Kenny, then Robert, Shane, Steve, Arvin, Jeremy, Michael. $1:20 to go. Andy Brooks to the point. Andy, 23.506. Kenny Thornton is second. Both on their best run. Looking to go top 3. Andy right now about 4 seconds under the TQ. All right, later down the front straightaway. Watch coming out of the chicane. Stay tight. Clear. All right, later is Andy. Right in front of him is Kenny. That worked out there for Andy. Andy, clean track now. $35 seconds to go. Brooks on a TQ. Second spot, Shane, Kenny, Robert, Steve, Arvin, Jeremy, Michael. Race 38 is up next. Keep going, driver. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Still going, Andy Brooks out front. Looking to set it at the top of the list. Andy Brooks, you're done. Track still out, waiting for Jeremy. And that time, Andy Brooks going 23.507, new quick time. Shane goes second, followed by Robert, Kenny, Steve, Arvin, Jeremy, and Michael. Race 38.
Glenn Shreve, Ryan Comden, Martin Bergeron, David Dunn, Brian Wynn, Michael Harold, Mark Timeson, Eli Ezra.
Cars to the back straight, guys. Cars to the back straight. Yeah. All right, we got race 25, starting grid, Brian, Eli, Glenn, and Martin. Brian, Eli, Glenn, Martin. Then Ryan, Mark, Michael, and David. Got our marshals out there. All right, we're set to go, guys. Wait till I call your name. This is race 38. Brian, Eli, Glenn, Martin, Ryan, Mark, Michael, David. All right, good luck, everybody. Here we go. We got one down, 4 to go. Ryan, your leader, followed by Brian, Martin, Michael, Dave, Mark, Glenn, and Eli. Ryan, your leader, followed by Brian and Martin. We got some fast runs going on right here. Ryan, Brian, Michael, watch coming into the chicane, guys. First chicane. Clear. Good job, Arvin. Ryan Comden, your leader, Team Zombie. Big thanks to him and the group coming and supporting the event. And one of our great sponsors. Yes, race 38. 25-5, presented by Donathan RC. Brian, Dave, Michael. Brian, Michael, Eli, Dave, Ryan, Glenn, Martin, and Mark. Brian win right now. TQ time. Andy laid down at 23.507. We're on at 23.507. Eli second to go top 5. Come on, guys. Work together. Work through this. Dumper out front. Trying to bump up here to the top 10. Great run going on. All pink car yearly. Thank you very much. Dumper out at 23.509. Eli Ezra, top 10 run. Michael Harrod to run to go 12. Glenn that time 13.7. Eli 13.7. Dumper 13.3. Mark 14.6. David 13.9.
One minute left.
1 minute, 1 to go. Ryan, Eli, Michael. .39 second dumper stale out front. 23.509. Looking to go top three, maybe second. Leader coming on to the back straight. Leader. Whoa. Brian drifting out wide. He gave him room. Watch wide, Marshall. Watch yourself, Arvin. Job, Arvin. Thank you. Brian win. 23.510. Dropping down to fourth overall. Keep going, guy. Keep going. Wind it down here. Waiting for Dumper and a few more. Dumper's done there. Waiting for David and Mark. Waiting for David to finish up. Here he comes. And time. Brian Wing going to go 23.510, fourth overall. Martin second, followed by Eli, Glenn, Ryan, Mark, Dave, and Michael. Track is open. Easy on your warm-up, guys.
Alston Kelso. Aiden Hensdill. Gordy Tam. Martin LaCour.
Let's go, Marshall.
Brian
Mike
Anthony.
Harold. Come on,
Patrick
guys.
S.T. Germain.
Glenn, Mike, come
Thomas
on, guys.
Kaiser.
Help me
Manny
out.
Flores.
Thank you. Mark Thompson, let's go. Cars to the back straight. Martin, Manny, Brian, Aiden up front. Martin, Manny, Brian, and Aiden. Then Brian, Anthony, then Patrick and Gordy, then Kelso and Thomas in the back. Brian Ellert, you roll 3. All right, got our marshals. All right, Mark on the back straight here. Yep, run. All right, ready to go, guys. Wait till I call your name. This is 39. Martin, Manny, Brian, Aiden, Brian, Patrick, Gordy, Kelso, Thomas. All right, we're off and rolling. Mike. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, we're off and rolling here. Patrick St. Germain from Canada leading the way. Brian Anthony, followed by Martin LaCour, followed by Manny, Aiden, Brian, Thomas, Gordy, Kelso. I got 1 down, 4 to go. Patrick St. Germain out front, followed by Manny, followed by Martin and Brian. Aiden, Brian, Gordy, Kelso, and Thomas. Mains abound right now, these guys. Trying to get it back in, have their best run. Some guys got the boot. Some guys trying to put it back in. Manny Flores out front, work together out there. Manny driving the copper and white. Round the front side carousel. Oh, battery's out of this one. Manny, Martin, Patrick, Brian. 2:45 to go. Manny Flores out front. We're on a 24-5, 12 TQ time. Andy Brooks laid down a 23.507. These guys are quick. Martin LeCoeur, 23 flat. St. Germain, 23.02. Brian Anthony, hot lap in the field, 12.7 that time with a 23.503. 2.5 down, 2.5 to go. Two minutes to go. We got Manny, Patrick, Brian, Martin, Gordy, Aiden. Work together.
2 minutes left.
Manny Flores, year later, followed by Patrick, followed by Martin and Brian. Gordy, Aiden, Thomas. Manny, your leader, followed by Patrick, Brian, Martin, Gordy. Manny Flores, 13-2 that time. Clean track for him. 12 scale, rubber tires up next. Track's clear. A little body tuck there, but he's all right. Gets it fixed.
1 minute left.
1 minute. We got Manny, Patrick, Martin, Brian, Gordy, all on their best runs. "45 seconds to go. "30 seconds to go, guys. Twelfth rubber tire exhibition. Up next, this is 25-5, presented by Donathan RC. 10 seconds to go. Manny out front, TQ time. Patrick on his best. Martin, Brian, Gordy, all laying it down. Keep going, guys. Keep going. Keep going, everybody. Bless you. Track still hot. All stop, all car fitted. Manny Flores going 23.503, new quick time. Martin LeCoeur going to go second overall. St. Germain 3, Brian Anthony 4, Andy Brooks 5, Gordy Tam 6, Brian Wynn 7, Ada Hensel 8, Brian Ellert 9, and Ben Teets round out your top 10. Hey, Lucas.
Joseph Kemp.
Check, check.
Rick Vessel. Skip Starkey. Dan Holcomb. Rex Rose.
Check, check,
John
check.
Carey. Joel Navarro.
Good.
Stephen Poppy.
All right. All right, guys, bring your cars to the back straight. I have to step away and go take care of some stuff at the front desk, so we're going to leave you in the great hands of Mr. Bowling here. He's going to take it over and run the next couple races. So here we go. Have fun.
Alrighty, guys, let's get this. Alrighty, guys, let's get this show on the road here. Order for this one's going to be Kemp, Starkey, Carey, Holcomb, Poppy, Vessel, Navarro, and Rose. Kemp, you will go when I call your name after the tone. Everyone will go by name. Alrighty, Kemp, Starkey, Carey, Holcomb, Poppy, Vessel, Navarro, and Rose. Watch out coming into the first chicane. It's clear. Give this a lap or two to sort itself out, see what the order looks like. Right now we got Carey out front, opening up with a 13 flat. Watch out coming out of the center. It's clear. Your leader right now is John Carey, opening up with a 13 flat. Kemp 13 flat. Now Kemp to the point, courtesy of another 13 flat. Watts coming out of the center section. It's all clear. Watts coming through the front straight. It's clear. Watts coming out of the front straight. All clear. We're rolling up on a minute in. I got Starkey, Kemp, Holcomb, Vessel, Navarro. Navarro now starting to climb his way up to the 4. Then it's going to be Poppy. Watch out coming through the front chicane. Dead car coming out of the front chicane. Way out of the line, though. Thank you, Mr. Kelso. Alrighty, we're a minute 15 in. Watch coming into the right chicane. It's clear now. Our leader is Skip Starkey, 12-9 last time by. He also owns hot lap of the run, 12-8, and resetting it with another 12-8. Starkey making his way through the center, through the front straight, down to the 180, through the switchback. Skip Starkey runs a 13 flat that time by. If you see that all green rolling up on you, please give way, as well as Joseph Kemp. Oh, Joseph Kemp seeming to be having some issues here as he's pulling it off. He was looking to bump up 2 spots, 12-7 out of Starkey that time by. Starting to pick up the ante a little bit. Starkey looking to bump 5 spots to the 6. Now 4 to the 7. We're 2:10 in, 5:50 to go, guys. It's Starkey, Navarro, Poppy, Holcomb. Poppy and Holcomb flipping back and forth every lap now. Separated by just a 1/10 and a half. Poppy just 3/10 back of Navarro. Skip with a 4.6 second lead, running a 13-1 that time by. If you see the bright green, please give way. Outside through the stretch coming out of the chicane. It's clear. 2:40 in, 5:20 to go, guys. Your leader is still Skip Starkey. Took him a minute or two to get grooved in, but he did end up getting it. The all green making his way through the switchback, now down the straightaway. Rolling up on the back of Mr. Navarro. Oh, Navarro makes a mistake, and Starkey collects him a little bit. Doesn't seem to affect him too much. Might drop him a spot or two in the order, though. We're 3:15 in, 4:45 to go in this one. Watts coming out of the first chicane. Inside coming out of the first chicane. It's clear. Starkey 12-8 that time by, picking up the ante on a 37.804. Your leader, the all green, just exited the switchback down the straightaway through the sweeper into the first chicane. Mr. Skip Starkey, 13-1 last time by, working his way to the front street now. It's Starkey, Poppy finding his way up to the 2, Navarro to the 3, Carey to the 4, Vessel 5. Your improvers in this one. Oh, Watts coming through the switchback. Dead car coming, entering the switchback. It's clear. 4 in, 4 to go. We're halfway in, halfway to go, guys. See if we can pick up your leader. Here he is now, once again, working his way through the switchback down the back straightaway. Your leader is the bright green. Going to be rolling up on the dark green of Poppy here shortly. Starkey on a 37.803. Poppy 36.805. Looking to go to 11. Heat 2 should be starting to finishing their way through tech now. Getting seated and getting ready. Watch, go wide entering the front straight. Wide entering the straight in front of the driver's stand. It's clear. Your leader still Skip Starkey, keeping his nose clean in this one on a 37.804 with a 3, running a 13-1 last time by. We are 5 in, 2:50 to go now, guys. See if we can find your leader. Here he is, now going on to the front straight into the 180 through the switchback. Now down the straightaway, Mr. Skip Starkey, 12.8 last time by, backs it up with a 13 flat. Gonna be coming up on some back markers here. Gonna be rolling up on Carey. .540 in, 2:20 to go now. It's still Starkey, Poppy, Navarro, and Carey of your remaining runners, and 3 of the 4 of them have all somehow found their way on the track together. Your leader, the bright green. Thank you, John. Well done there. Oh, well done from all 3 drivers to avoid a collision there.
2 minutes left.
Wasn't the prettiest, but you all got it done. Well done. 6 in now, 2 to go. It seems we've had one rejoin. All right, we are approaching 6.5 in, 1.5 to go. It's Starkey, Popke, Navarro, and Carey. Your top 4 in this one. Your biggest mover going to be Skip, looking to bump up from the 11 to the 7. Skip through the sweeper into the chicane. Now into the lollipop and into the front straight. Around the 180 into the switchback. Skip Starkey. Laying it down, finding his way into the main. 12.7. 700ths off his best lap from lap 8 on lap 31. 1 minute remaining, guys. 1 minute. Scale rubber exhibition heat 2. You are up next. Should be through Tech. Race 42 should be heading to Tech. Your leader, the bright green, down the straightaway through the sweeper with 30 seconds to go. It's going to be Skip Starkey running a 13.2 that time by 37.803 with an 8. Looking to bump up 4 spots to make it into the A sort. Your leader through the front straight into the 180, now through the switchback. As time on the master begins to expire. All righty, drivers, keep going. Everybody's still live. Everybody keep going. Still waiting on a few to finish. Still waiting on one more. All righty, and we got it. GT12, or I'm sorry, 17.5 exhibition. Heat 2, you are up. Heat 1, please drop your cars off and get out to Marshall. This is the fast heat of the exhibition class. I got Knapp, Dager, G, Fershing, Cyril, Pearsall, Flipsy, Phelps, and Karuba.
Andrew Knapp, Jeff Geiger, Jim Pearsall, Tom Hurst J, John Phelps, Jody Flips, Mike G, Vicky Karuba, Josh Cyril.
Alrighty, guys. Straightaway is going to be closed. Watch out coming into the switchback. Straightaway closed. Alrighty, the order for this one's going to be Knapp, Dager, G, Fershing, Cyril, Pearsall, Flipsy, Phelps, and Karuba. Andrew, you know the drill. You don't go till I say your name. Alrighty, guys. Here we go. Knapp, Dager, G, Fershing, Cyril, Pearsall, Flipsy, Phelps, and Karuba. Karuba's car having a little bit of body rub. Watch out, coming. There we go. All clear. Give this a lap or two to sort out. G opening it up with a 12-1 on a 48.05. Watts coming into the front, or I'm sorry, the short straight. Watts coming into the short straight into the center. It's clear. Your leader, Mike G, 11.8. Watts coming out of the first chicane. Stay tight coming out of the first chicane. Still there. It's clear. Thank you, Joe. Mike G out front, 11.9s and 11.8s the last 2 laps now. Starting to pound it in. Dager, 11.9 now that last time by. 12 flat out of Knapp, 1 out of 0, 3 for Ferging, 13.1 for Phelps. Now he goes 12.9. 12 flat for Pearsall, 12.8 for Karuba, and 13 flat for Flipsy. Uh-oh, looks like somebody ejected it off the track. That appears to be Mr. Cyril. Jeff Digger now finds his way up to the point from Knapp, Ferging, and G. 2 seconds separating them. 12 flat out of Knapp, his personal best that time by. See if we can pick up your leader. Digger taking it back now in the all blue. CRC rocking the perfect 10 body per usual. Your leader through the switchback down the straightaway. Jeff Dager, 12 flat last time by. Backs it up with a 12 on. Let's see what Knapp has to respond. 12 flat out of Mike G. 1.6 separating your top 3. 1.8 separating your top 4. 11.9 out of Knapp. His hot lap of the run. He's now just 3/10 behind Dager. G 1.2 behind Knapp. Ferging 4/10 behind G. Cyril a 10th behind Phelps. Dager still out front, 4/10 up, picking up a 10th on his teammate Andrew Knapp that time by. Makes his way around the lollipop into the front straightaway around the 180 and now into the switchback. Jeff Dager. Down the straightaway he goes. Runs a 12 flat that time by. 12-1 out of Dager to a 12-6 for Knapp. That's going to allow G to close in on Andrew just a little bit. Oh, slow lap for G. That allows Ferging to inherit the 3. He's 2.1 behind Andrew. Andrew 1 second behind Dager now. We're 3:05 in, 4:55 to go. I got Dager, Knapp, Ferging, G, Pearsall, Cyril. Cyril now jumping Pearsall, Phelps, Karuba, and Flipsy. Flipsy runs his best lap that last time by, 12.7. All eyes on your leader, though, of Jeff Dager. 8/10 up on CRC teammate Andrew Knapp. Watching these guys very closely here. Gap staying right about at 9/10 of a second. 11.9s for both cars. Advantage Dager. 3:45 in. 4:15 to go. 11.8 out of Mike G last time by. 12-1 Dager, 12-3 Knapp, 12-8 Ferging, 2 out of G, 3 out of Cyril. Closest battle is between Cyril and Pearsall. Your movers in this one are looking to be Dager. Watts coming into the first chicane. Watts coming into the first chicane. It's clear. Got a body tuck on the white car. Coming to Skip. Now going to John. Thank you, John. All right, we got that all cleared up now. Dager still out front by 1.6 due to a slow one from Knapp. Ferging 12.6 last time by. 5 out of G, 9 out of Pearsall. Looked like that was Josh having some problems. He was the one with the tuck. 4:45 in, 3:15 to go in this one. I got Dager, Knapp, Ferging, G. Closest battle still between Dager and Knapp now at 1.4, now 1.6. Your leader, the all blue, of Jeff Dager down the straightaway with teammate Andrew Knapp right in tow. If you see the all blue and then the all white with the CRC sticker on the back right behind them, please give way. These are your leaders battling for the top qualifier position. 1.5 seconds separating them. They are in the same order on the track as they are on the clock as we approach 2:15 to go. Dager 12-3, Knapp 12-3. Knapp with a bit of a bobble. That's going to allow Dager to escape just a little bit. Ferging looking to climb his way to the 3 spot. Mike G only 1.2 behind him, though. That's a close one to watch at the end of this one as we hit 2 minutes.
2 minutes left.
12-5 Dager, 12-4 Knapp, 2.3 the gap. G only 1.1 behind Ferging, picking up a 10th last time by. Mike G rocking his traditional all pink ride. Ferging rocking his traditional white and red. They are together on the track as Cyril suffers another body tuck. 6.5 in, 1.5 to go, drivers. It's Dager, Knapp, Ferging, and G. 9/10 now separating Ferging and G for that 3 spot. Pearsall looking to move up to 5. Vicky looking to bump 2 spots up to the 8 right behind Skip Starkey. 6:40 and 1:20 to go in this one. Oh, Knapp picking up 2/10 last time by. G now has the gap down to 6/10 to Ferging. Remains 6/10 that lap. If you see the all pink car give way, he's making a charge in this one. Trying to make a late race charge.
1 minute left.
G 12-5, 12-6 for Ferging. 2.5 tenths the gap now for that 3 spot. 3 seconds separating Dager and Knapp. Your leader, the all blue. Oh, man, 13-8 for Dager. Watts coming out of the first chicane. It's clear. Dager still with a healthy 1.7 second lead with 30 seconds to go. 12-6 out of both cars. Dager 1/1000th of a second quicker that last time by. We're rolling up on 20 seconds remaining. G now takes that spot back from Ferging, but only by 9/100ths of a second. Does Tom have anything in the tank? 12-5 for G, 12-7 for Ferging. 3/10 now as time on the master clock expires. Alrighty, guys, keep them rolling. Let's keep them rolling here. Keep going, guys. Keep going. Still got a few yet to finish. Alrighty, that's a wrap. Jeff Dager going to take TQ, the overnight TQ in 17.5, 12 scale rubber. Pearsall going to move up into the 5 in that one. Alrighty, next up is World GTR Heat 1 Exhibition, guys. Please drop your cars off and make your way out to Marshall. Well, guys and girl.
Michael Teachup. Dominic Blackstock. Michael Kirsten.
Easy on the warm-ups, guys. Easy on the warm-ups.
Caitlin Scutenberg.
Marshals are making their way out, and you need to get your tires scrubbed in.
Tim Reed. Stephen Grissel.
Lots of traction rolling happening in this one. Is John Hurlburt out there? Are you are checking in as Mike Moner? Are you borrowing one of his transponders? Can you, alrighty, straightaway closed. I need John to cross the line for me. right, get that confirmed.
John Hurlbert.
Alrighty, the order for this one's going to be Michael, Caitlin, Dennis, Dominic, Tim, Gressel, Thurston, Rasmussen, and Hurlbert. All cars on the straightaway. Come on, let's get them all on the straightaway here. Alrighty, thank you guys. Alrighty, Michael, you know the drill. You go when I call your name. Michael, Caitlin, Dennis, Dominic, Tim, Steven, Michael, Eric, and John. Watch the sweeper, widen the sweeper, it's clear. Give this a lap or two to sort out here. Take it easy, guys. This is qualifying. I got Blackstock out front, 14 flat, looking to jump 28 spots to the 4. Watts coming out of the 180, it's clear. Let's see if we can pick up Blackstock. Blackstock appearing. Oh, Watts coming into the switchback. Inside coming into the switchback. It's clear. Watts coming out of the center. It's clear. Blackstock out front in this one. 15-2 last time by. Trying to navigate his way through traffic. If you see the all neon yellow ride, please give way. Hurlbert and Teach out. Making some hot laps there. Watts coming out of the center. Watts entering the switchback. Tight entering the switchback. It's clear. All right, we're 1.5 in, 3.5 to go in this one. I got Hurlbert, Blackstock, Teach out, Schuttenberg, Young, Gressel, Rasmussen, Reeb, and Thurston. Dominic getting a little greedy coming through the sweeper, but has a nice save. See if we can pick up Mr. Hurlbert. He just crossed the line with a 15-3. Dominic back out front now, looking to bump up 13 spots to the 19. Watch entering the front straight. Mike, right in front of you. Thank you. 2 and 3 to go in this one. I got Blackstock out front. 14-9 last time by. Pops a wheelie going on the straightaway. Got on the brakes just fast enough. Looks like Hurlbert's going to be out of this one. 14-5 out of Dominic with that big tap coming onto the straightaway. That car's got to have some serious pace. 14-1 now. Watch out. Body tuck inside at the end of the sweeper, entering the switchback. It's clear. Thank you, Mr. G. Tight entering the final switchback. Blackstock out front ahead of Young, Michael, Gressel, Rasmussen, Reeb, and Thurston of our finishing runners. We're 2:50 in, 2:10 to go in this one.
2 minutes left.
2 minutes remaining in this one. I got Blackstock out front ahead of Young. 2.3 the gap. Blackstock looking to move 16 spots up to the 16. Your leader, the all neon yellow ride, entering the switchback now down the straightaway. Dominic Blackstock into the sweeper, into the first chicane. Through the center lollipop, now down the front straight around the 180. Turned a 14-3 last time by. Dennis Young, your 2 car, 14-5, not too far back. 14-2 out of Dominic that time by. Now looking to go to the 15. 3:45 in, 1:15 to go in this one. From 7th back to where Dominic is looking to qualify in 15th. The gap is only 6 seconds. Pretty tight field we have here in World GTR. 1 minute remaining, drivers, 1 minute. I still got Blackstock ahead of Young. You see the all neon yellow rolling up on you. Please give way. Oh, no, your leader on his lid. Tight entering the switchback. 35 seconds to go in this one. Dominic now only going to look to go to the 19. Sounds like we got a body tuck, and we do. Mr. Tommy Fursion gets that one sorted out for us. Blackstock still out front, 14-7, looking to move up 13 spots to the 19 with 15 seconds to go in this one. Your leader, the all neon yellow, rolling up on the back of Eric, and Eric gets out of the way very nicely. Time on the master has expired. Keep going, drivers. Keep going. Everybody keep going. Everybody stay live. Keep going, guys. Keep going. Alrighty, guys. That's it. GTR Heat 2, you are up. Heat 1, drop your cars off and come back out to Marshall, please, and thank you. We got a dead car. Be careful. Take it easy in warm-ups, guys. We got a dead car coming out of the first chicane.
Andre Paradis.
No problems with the computer.
Joe Campanelli.
Any missed laps or anything?
Patrick Harwood.
You're not a Dragon.
Michael Elwood. Jackson Madem. Chris Allen.
What's our noise at?
Alrighty, guys. Remember, this is warm-ups. Take it easy. Pretty please and thank you. Just waiting on Wes Lacey to get checked in, or is that who pulled it? Alrighty, guys. Straightaway closed. Straightaway closed. Wes, you going to make it? Oh, all right. We'll give Wes 1 minute here. Get him checked in, and then we will get rolling. Order for this one's going to be Lacey, Pettinelli, Barber, Cooper, Madem, Stillwell, Elwood, Allen, and Andre. Oh, all right, he's not going to make this one, so it's going to be Pettinelli, Barber, Cooper, Madem, Stillwell, Elwood, Allen, and Paratus. All righty, Joe, you know the drill. Tone will go off, but you won't go till I say your name. Joe, Barber, Cooper, Madem, Stillwell, Elwood, Allen. Watch out. Stay wide or stay really tight through the first, exiting the first chicane. It's clear. All righty, here we go. Give it a lap or two to sort itself out here. See where everybody shakes up at. We got Barber out front after the opening lap with a 14-9. 14-9 out of Chris Cooper. 14-3 now out of Barber. Remember, guys, this is qualifying. Please play nice. Well done from those drivers, avoiding a collision, exiting the sweeper. 14-1 out of Barber now, looking to bump up 13 spots into the final A spot to the 10. As we are a minute in, 4 to go, 1 minute in, 4 to go, guys. I got Barber, Elwood, Cooper inside at the sweeper, inside in the sweeper. It's clear. That was Michael Elwood, your second place car. He had just ran his personal best of a 14-4. Inside entering the switchback, inside entering the switchback. It's clear. All righty, we're a minute and a half in, 3.5 to go. I got Barber out front. Come on, guys, try and play nice here. Pettinelli, Cooper, Madem, Paratus, Barber, Elwood, Stillwell, and Allen. Chris Cooper, your new leader now. 14-7 last time by. Hot lap of the run does belong to Joe Pettinelli at a 13-9 on lap 3. 14-6 out of Jackson last time by. Cooper to the point. Made him running back-to-back personal best of a 14-6 and a 14-5. 2:20 in, 2:40 to go. I got Cooper, made him now to the point ahead of Cooper by 0.3 of a second. Cooper 0.6 over Barber. Barber 0.6 over Paratus. Entire field is separated by 5-6 seconds here. So we are 2.5 in, 2.5 to go. I got Jackson out front. See if we can pick up your leader here. Barber out front now, making a charge, running a 14-8 last time by. Maidham takes it from Barber. They're separated by less than 1/10 of a second with 2 minutes to go. Barber made him Cooper. Now Barber made him Paratus from Elwood. This order is hopping around everywhere. We got a few movers. We got Barber looking to go to the 21, 2 spots up. Jackson looking to bump up 2 spots to the 23. Elwood looking to bump up 4 to the 24. Now Elwood looking to bump 6 to the 22. Only 1 second back of Pat Barber with 1:25 to go in this one. $14.6 out of Barber, 14.5 out of Elwood, 0.9 of a second the gap with 1:15 to go in this one. Pat Barber rocking the orange and gray. See what he turns this time around.
1 minute left.
Stay wide, entering the straightaway. Wide, coming out of the first part of the switchback. It's clear. Alrighty, I got Barber ahead of Elwood, Maidham, Cooper, Paratus, Pettinelli, and Stillwell. Allen bringing it up the rear. 40 seconds remaining in this one, guys. It's Barber out front ahead of Elwood by 1.7. Maidham 1.3 behind Elwood, but Elwood making up huge ground that last lap and getting it down to 1 second. See if we can pick up Elwood. There he is, coming down the straightaway in the white and pink. I believe that's an Acura body. $15 seconds to go in this one. 14.3 out of Pettinelli that time by. Fastest car on the track. Time on the master expires, guys. Keep going, drivers. Keep going. Everybody keep going. Everybody keep going. Keep it rolling, guys. Let's keep this one rolling. Keep going. All righty, guys. GTR Heat 3, bring them up. Yes, we are finished.
Michael Molnar, Sean Stevens, Tom Kirkwood, Matthew Patos, Scott Doherty, Frank Galandra, Adam Ron Mick.
All righty, guys. Take it easy on warm-ups. I got marshals trying to make their way out here. Please take it easy during the warm-ups. Don't need anybody getting hurt for any unnecessary reason. All righty, marshals are making it to their positions. Our order for this one's going to be Calandra, Molnar, Kirkwood, Botos, Stevens, Mick, Tom Kirkwood, Chuck Penfield, and Scott. Alrighty, guys, let's get all cars on the straightaway here. All cars on the straight. Alrighty, Frank, you know the drill. The tone will go off, but you don't go until I say your name. Frank, Molnar, Kirkwood, Botos, Stevens, Mick, Tom Kirkwood, Chuck, and Scott. Easy going here, guys. Nice job avoiding that collision there. That could have turned into something nasty for the entire field. Give this a lap or two to sort out. 13-7, Frank Calandra to open up on TQ pace. Watch out, exiting the first switchback. It's clear. 13-9 out of Frank. Tom Kirkwood, 13-9. 45 seconds in, 4:15 to go. I got Calandra from Tom Kirkwood. Now Mike Molnar going 13-8. Looking to bump up 3 spots to the 9. Frank now looking to go 9 spots up to the 2. See if we can find him here. I believe he is this pink car going into the front straight and the 180. Into the switchback now down the straightaway. Frank Calandra, Mr. CRC, 14-1 that time by on a 22.506 with a 5. TQ's 22.505 with a 1 from one of his team drivers, Tommy Fershing. He may not get Tommy, but he does have the chance to stick it to his brother Mark. It's Frank Molnar now finding his way up to the 2. Molnar now looking to jump 8 spots to the 4. Courtesy of a couple 13-9s and 13-8s. 14-0 out of Frank that last time by. See if we can pick him up. He's the all-pink car. Inside at the end of the sweeper. It's clear. The all-chromish pink. Making his way around the lollipop into the front straight. Around the 180 now into the switchback. Mr. Frank Calandra out there. Trying to find his way back to TQ pace, but it's slipping a little bit. 13-9 out of Mike Molnar that time by. Rocking the red and green. Don't think he realizes it's Thanksgiving and not Christmas. 14-2 out of Calandra that time by. 14-1 out of Molnar. Molnar only 6/10 back of Calandra. Tom Kirkwood only a 0.5 back of Stevens. They keep trading back and forth every lap. Stevens now 4/10 back of him. Molnar still 6/10 back of Mr. Frank Calandra. Frank's going to be rolling up on some traffic. If you see the chrome pink car, please give way. That is your leader. He's looking to move up 8 spots to the 3. Thank you. Very well done. Beautifully executed. We are 3 in, 2 to go in this one. 3 in, 2 to go. 13-9 out of Frank. Backs it up with a 14-2. Mike Molnar goes 14-2. Advantage goes to Frank on that one. Closest battle between Sean Stevens and Adam Kirkwood. It's still at 3/10. 14-3 out of Scott last time by. That's his personal best. $14.2s out of both cars again. Here comes the chrome pink car. That is your leader. Thank you. Beautifully done there. Not much time lost for either party. You're going to have the second place car rolling up on you guys shortly. That is Mike Molnar. He's looking to move his way up to the 4 spot. Tom Kirkwood looking to bump up 6 spots to the 12. Frank 14-4 that last time by on a 22.509 with a 7. Wide entering the front straight. Now it's clear.
1 minute left.
1 minute remaining, drivers. 1 minute. I got Calandra from Molnar. Gap now just under 4/10. Frank pulling out a little bit that last time by. It's now up to 8. Oh, watch entering the switchbacks. Tight entering the switchbacks. It's clear. That is your leader in the all-chrome pink. Nice job from both drivers there. Your second place, the red and green ride. 30 seconds remaining in this one. Exactly 1 second. Now 7/10 separating Calandra and Molnar. 20 seconds remaining in this one. Now 10 seconds left. Frank Calandra going to hold off the late race charge of Mike Molnar. As time on the master clock expires, looking like Frank's going to go to P4 barring tragedy. Molnar going to P8 barring tragedy. All righty, guys, keep it rolling. Track's still live. Track's still live. We are still live. Alrighty, that's a wrap for this heat. Frank Calandra going to bump up 7 spots to P4. Molnar up 4 to 8. Alrighty, our final heat of World GTR Heat 3. Please drop your cars off and come out to Marshall. Alrighty, easy on warm-ups, guys, as our marshals start to make their way out. This is your fast heat of World GTR. This is the A sort, and it's got 10 cars in it.
Stephen Popping, Tom Hurst J, Wayne Gerber, Josh Cyril, Jim McLennan.
Alrighty, guys, straightaway closed, straightaway closed. Let's get them all lined up on the straightaway here. The order for this one's going to be Mr. Tommy Fershing, Mark Calandra, Jim, Greg Anthony, Martin, Josh Cyril, Dave Hackler, Steve Gressel, Wayne Gerber, and Mr. Poppy. One more time, it's going to be Fershing, Calandra, Jim, Anthony, Martin, Cyril, Heckler, Gressel, Gerber, and Poppy. Tom, you know the drill. The tone will sound, and you will go when I call your name. Tom, Calandra, Jim, Anthony, Martin, Cyril, Heckler, Gressel, Gerber, and Mr. Poppy. 10 cars in this one. Had to try and call those names off as quick as I could. Alrighty, Jim opening up with a 13-7, 13-8 out of Mark. I got Calandra out front now. 13-4 hot lap. 13-6 out of Gerber. 4 out of Fershing. Fershing finding his way up to the 2. Mark falling off just a little bit. Gerber now finds his way to the front. Fershing finds his way back to the front. They're all swapping back and forth every lap. Wayne with a bit of a bobble coming out of the first chicane. Mr. Mark Calandra rocking his traditional Rambo paint scheme, the all yellow. All eyes are on Mr. Tommy Fershing, though. He has held your TQ for the majority of the day today. Go wide entering the straight, wide entering the straight. It's clear. Fershing 13-5, 5 out of Calandra, now a 7 out of Calandra. I got Gerber in the 3. Your big movers are Gerber, Gressel, and Heckler. Looking to go 3, 4, and 5 respectively. 140 in, 320 to go in this one. 13-5 out of Tom Fershing. High lap of 13-4-20 on lap 3. Just barely stealing it from his teammate Mark Calandra, who went 13-4-21 on lap 2. 13-5 out of Cyril, his personal best. 7 out of Heckler, his personal best. Just out there being super smooth. These guys know what they're doing out here. We're 210 in, 250 to go, and this one's still Fershing ahead of Calandra. It's 1.1 between the two. Then Gerber, another 1.2 back of Calandra. Dave Heckler doing his best to stay in touch. He's only 3/10 back of Wayne. We're 2.5 in, halfway to go, guys. Verging from Calandra, Gerber, Heckler, Anthony, Jim, Martin, Gressel, Poppy, and Cyril. Cyril's car looking to roll pretty well right now. Just had a little bit of a rough start. 13.6 and 13.7 the last couple laps. 5 out of Tommy last time by. Backs it up with another 5. Has a little bit of a bobble. Oh, your leader and Wayne getting into it. In Wayne's defense, I'm not sure he could see the true carpet camo of Mr. Tom Fershing. As we are rolling up on 3:15 in, 1:45 to go. Next up is our first heat of modified touring. Fershing, Calandra, Heckler. Heckler, your biggest mover in this one, looking to bump 6 spots to the 3 overall. Not having the fastest of laps, but keeping it nice and clean out there. As Josh Shearer's looking for a way around Mark out there as they enter the switchback. And now down the straightaway. Looks like Josh just might be playing with him a little bit, but Calandra is still in serious contention for the overnight TQ. He's only 9/10 back at Tommy now. Tommy 13.6, Calandra 14.3.
1 minute left.
13.8 to a 13.9. It's 1 second with 1 minute remaining. Can Calandra finish putting together this late race charge, or will Mr. Tom Fershing prevail and hold on to the overnight TQ? Tom just slightly kissing every curb so gently as he goes by, turning these fast laps. It's Fershing, Calandra, Heckler, Jim, Martin, Wayne, Greg Anthony, Steve Gressel, Josh Cyril, and Stephen Poppy with 30 seconds to go. Fershing now starting to extend his lead by a fair margin of 2.9 seconds. Couple of bad laps from Mark. Ten seconds remaining in this one, guys. 10 seconds remaining. Heckler and Gerber looking to be your big movers and only movers, looking to go 3 and 5. Time on the master expires, drivers. Track is still live. Everybody keep them rolling. Track is live. Keep them rolling, guys. Track's still live. Track's still live. Waiting on Mr. Cyril. And there we go. Alrighty, Tom Fershing going to prevail and hold the overnight TQ. Your big movers are Heckler and Gerber up 6 spots. Heckler to 3, Gerber to 5. Alrighty, up next is our first heat of modified touring. Alrighty, guys, Mod TC guys, please take it nice and easy while our marshals are trying to make their way out.
Doing great. Keep it up. You're good? Yep. Okay, you want a water or something?
Max Treveri. Eddie Mon. Tim McIntyre.
No, you guys are trying to get those tires heated up, but marshals need a safe way out. Stay wide coming out of the first chicane. Wide coming out of the first chicane. Marshal and car parked. Do you need a minute? Alrighty, guys, straightaway closed, straightaway closed. Let's get them all on the straightaway now here. I'm going to have Max Treveri, Bobby Rorison, Zach Donathan, Tim McIntyre, Eddie Mon, Paxton Herman, and Sean. Alrighty, guys. Max, you know the drill. The tone will go off, but you won't go until I call your name. Max, Bobby, Zach, Tim, Eddie, Paxton, and Sean. Oh, actually, Sean's out of this one. had a bit of a rough break during warm-ups. Give this a lap or two to shake itself out and see what it gets. Bobby opening up nice and strong. Tim opening up nice and strong. Tim with the fastest opening lap of a 12-1. 2 flat out of Bobby Rorson. 2-5 out of Donathan. Donathan now to the point, courtesy of an 11-7. He's the white front, goldish copper rear. See if we can find your leader here. McIntyre takes it back, courtesy of an 11-8 to Zach's 12-1. Zach taking it back now. Treveri starting to make it up in the mix. Donathan to the point, 12-0-0-0 last time by. Backs it up with an 11-9, starting to get a little consistent with it now. Got a 7/10 lead over Treveri. About 3.5, 4 seconds separates the whole field right now. Which means that's 11th to 18th. 1:30 in, 3:30 to go, guys. 1:30 in, 3:30 to go. I got Zach Donathan out front. 11-8 last time by. Treveri 12 flat. Donathan extending ever so slightly every lap. Rorson 1.2. Now Treveri finds his way up into the 2 spot. Only 8/10 back at Donathan. See if we can pick up Max. I believe this is him coming down the straightaway now, and it is. Rocking the all-white. 11-9 last time by for Max. 11-77 for Donathan. New hot lap of the race. Picking up the ante, trying to respond to some pressure from Max. Watch out, coming out of the 180. It's clear. Do believe that was Mr. Hobby Bobby. 11-8 out of Treveri now. Got the gap down to 8/10. Herman only a half second behind McIntyre. All eyes are on the battle for the lead of this one, and 11th on the grid. Donathan and Treveri looking to bump down. Zach Donathan looking to bump down Mark Livermore 1 spot. We are now over 2.5 in, 2:40 in, 2:20 to go. 12 flat, now 11-8 out of Donathan to respond to Treveri's 11-8. That is the second place car rolling up on you, Eddie. If you could, please give way. Beautifully done from both drivers. Thank you, sir.
2 minutes left.
2 minutes remaining, drivers. I got Donathan out front, 11-8 last time by. 12 flat, Treveri. 11-66 out of Donathan now. New hot lap of the run with 150 to go. Donathan and Treveri looking to go 11 and 12, just outside of the A main by about 4/10 of a second. 11-9, now 11-7. Treveri, his personal best. One and a half remaining, drivers. 1.5 remaining. I got Donathan, Treveri, 11-8. Zach Donathan dangerously close to that 10 spot now. Inside on the straight, inside on the straight. It's clear. Zach Donathan now looking to go to the 10 and stick it in the show for the time being. It's Donathan and Treveri separated by 1.8. 11-7 out of Donathan. Has a bit of a bobble exiting the first chicane, but gets it corrected nicely. Your leader running the white front, copper rear, down the back straightaway now. 12-3, a bit of a slow one because of the bobble. 12 flat out of Treveri. The gap 1.5 with 35 seconds to go in this one. 12-1, 12-1, dead even between these two. Donathan just got off to a bit of a hotter start since then. They've traded back and forth almost every lap. 10th here and 10th there. 15 seconds on the race clock, guys. 11-8 out of Zach, 12 flat out of Paxton, his personal best on lap 22. 10 seconds on the master clock, drivers. Keep going. Zach bouncing back and forth from the projected 10 and 11 spot. It's close. Time on the master expires, drivers. Keep driving. Keep going hard, guys. Keep going. Everybody keep going. All righty, Zach Donathan moves his way up 7 spots to the 10. Treveri moving up to the 13. Next up is our second heat of modified touring. I think he'll probably take over for 12th mod. I think he'll probably take over for 12th mod. Probably, although I'd like to be wrong. Alrighty, guys. Get everybody checked in here. Remember, guys, take it easy on our marshals trying to make their way out. They are here to help you as you will help the next group. Alrighty, guys, straightaway closed. Order for this one's going to be Mike G, Dimitri Kondax, Barrett Morrow, Mark Livermore, Mike Zufelt, Mark Farley, and Colton Vogel. Everybody on the straightaway, please. Everybody on the straightaway. One more time, G, Kondax, Morrow, Livermore, Zufelt, Farley, and Vogel. Mr. Mike G, you know the drill. I will call the tone, and you will not go till I say your name. Less than 5. G, Kondax, Morrow, Livermore, Zufelt, Farley, and Vogel. Try and get them nice and spread out here. Watch the sweeper, it's clear. Give this a lap or two to sort out. 5 out of G to open up. Backs it up with a 12-1. 6 out of Morrow. Opens up with a 5. Livermore a 7. We got Morrow out front. 45 seconds in. 11-6. 4/10 ahead of Kondax. G in the 3, running 11-9 last time by. 11-4 now for Mike G as he bumps down Demetrius 1 spot. 300 separating them. Less than 7/10 of a second separating your top 3 in this one. Morrow, G, Kondax, Vogel, Livermore, Zufelt, and Farley. Got an 11-6 out of Morrow. 11-5 out of Kondax to take the spot back from G. Very patient driving there. Kudos to you for waiting for the fast cars to come by. 11-5 out of Morrow last time by. And inside at the end of the sweeper. Inside in the sweeper. Had one get ejected. Car looks fast but super edgy. We're 1:45 in, 3:15 to go in this one. Still Morrow out front, looking to bump up 7 spots to the 4. Vogel looking to bump up 6 to the 11. Mark looking to stay in 12. Dimitri looking to bump up 1 to the 8. It's Morrow out front, 2 in, 3 to go. Morrow from Kondax, Vogel, Livermore, Zufelt, Farley, and G. G, a really long one a couple laps ago. Morrow 2.2 in front of Kondax now. We are 2.5 in, 2.5 to go, and this one's still Morrow out front. 2.4 in front of Kondax. Livermore 1, now 4/1000ths of a second behind Dimitri. Mark Livermore takes that spot, courtesy of an 11.5. Now looking to bump up 4 spots to the 8 overall. Bump Dimitri down to the 10. Morrow 2.6 in front of Livermore. Kondax only 4/10 back of Livermore.
2 minutes left.
That is your closest fight on the track. Now it's actually between Zufelt and Vogel. That's 0.2 of a second. That's for 12th overall on the grid. We are 3:15 in, 1:45 to go, guys. It's Morrow from Livermore. Morrow extending 0.3 that past lap. Livermore 11.8. Let's see what Barrett has to respond. Barrett responds with an 11.5. Your leader rocking the all-white rod, wheeling and dealing through the switchback down the straightaway. Working his way through traffic beautifully, runs back-to-back 11.5s. He has ran a ridiculous amount of them this run. Livermore looking to move up 4 spots to the 8. Inside on the straight, inside on the straight. That was Mr. Livermore. 4 minutes in, drivers. 1 minute remaining. 4 in, 1 to go. It's still Morrow now from Kondak, Zufel, and Livermore. Closest battle between Zufel and Livermore. Now it's between Livermore and Vogel at just 0.4 of a second. Your leader down the back straightaway, 11.6. Been super consistent this entire run. This run, oh no, your leader getting into some traffic. Oh, what a tough break for Barrett. He was on such a great run, looking to move all the way up to the 4 spot. Luckily, he's got 2 more quals to get it done tomorrow. Still on a solid run, though. Still going to bump up 5 spots to the 6 as time on the Master begins to expire. Play nice, guys. Time is expiring. No need to end it in tragedy. Track is live. Track is live. Keep them rolling. Everybody's still live. Waiting on Mr. Farley, and we got him all righty. Barrett Morrow, your big mover in that one, up 5 spots to the 6. In other news, G runs his best lap on the last lap of an 11.4. All righty, next up is the 3rd and final heat of Modified Touring, brought to you by Awesomatics.
Get the one-off one, make sure these are covered, and have the one, make sure the Awesomatics covered, the straightaway, these 2, and then these 3.
Okay.
If you're only down to like 7 marshals.
Okay.
Stuart Mason. Aiden Farrell.
Watch out, coming out of the center lollipop. Take it slow while our marshals make their way out, and guys are getting tires warmed up. Waiting on Bryce to get checked in. Watch out, coming out. There we go. Alrighty, guys, straightaway closed. Let's get them all lined up on the straightaway here. Alrighty, guys, the order for this one's going to be Kevin, Sam, Kemp, Bryce, Stewart, Aiden, and Craig. Mr. Kevin Hebert, you know the deal. I will call the tone, but you will not go till I say your name. Less than 5. Kevin, Sam, Kemp, Bryce, Stewart, Aiden, and Craig. All righty, they're off and away we go. This is your final heat of Modified Touring Car, brought to you by Awesomatics USA. Kevin Hebert opening up 11-4, 11-4 Kemp, 5 for Anderson. Or I'm sorry, 4 for Anderson, 5 for Farrell, 5 for Isaacs. Mason to the point. Hebert taking it back, Kemp taking it now. These guys are going back and forth, going at it. Watch out, entering. There we go. It's all cleaned up now. That could have been sketchy. 257 out of Hebert last lap, 288 out of Isaacs. 2nd and a half, separating all 7 cars right now. This is crazy. RC Racing at its finest right here. I got Hebert out front ahead of Isaacs. Isaacs 11:24 last time by for hot lap of the run. Now backs it up with a 29 to take the point by 1/2 tenth away from Hebert. We are 1 minute in, 4 to go. Long 4 minutes for these guys. Might go quick for us watching though. 11:23 out of Sam last time by. Sam laying it down. He responds to Kevin's 11:23 with an 11:22. Kemp Anderson not far in tow. He's only 3/10 back. He's a half second back of Kevin. Kevin 2/10 back of Sam. Isaac's last lap 11:203. Hey Bear last lap 11:204. These guys are neck and neck. It doesn't get any closer than that. Your leader, Sam Isaacs, rocking race paint instead of the mustard yellow. He's the white, orange, and blue through the sweeper into the first chicane, into the lollipop, into the front straight, now around the 180, into the switchback and onto the straightaway. Your leader, Sam Isaacs, 11:25 last lap, backs up with an 11:20. Hey Bear responds with an 11:18. Kemp out there running 3s and 4s consistently, trying to stay in touch, hoping one of them makes a mistake or folds under pressure. 4 out of Kemp, 21 out of Hey Bear, 39 out of Isaacs. 2/10 separating Sam and Kevin. Kemp about a second back of this fight. 11:18 out of Isaacs now. 11:22 out of Kevin last time by. We're 2.5 in. We got halfway to go, drivers. If you see the white, orange, and blue roll up on you or the white, orange, and green, please give way. These are your 2 leaders battling for the overnight TQ. Kevin Hey Bear has it, but Sam Isaacs looking to take it away from him this round.
2 minutes left.
11:13 out of Isaacs last lap for hot lap of the run. 3 in. We are now inside 2 minutes remaining, drivers. Watch entering the switchback, way out of the line. It's clear. 11:19, Isaacs starting to pull away from Heber. Slowly but surely, just over 3.5 tenths between the two. Kemp about 2 seconds back. Kevin picking up 2 tenths that last lap now. 11:32 to an 11:18. This fight is getting spicy with a minute to go. Kevin Hey Bear to the point, doing an 11:7 from Isaacs. Isaacs 0.17 back now. Does he have what it takes to claw back at it? 11:2 to an 11:2, advantage Isaacs. Just over 1/10 of a second, the gap. New hot lap of the run. Kevin Hey Bear, lap 21, 11:12.9. Got the gap to just under 2.5 tenths. 11:2 flat Hey Bear, 11:21 Isaacs with 45 seconds to go. These guys separated by 2.5 tenths of a second, and it's been like this the entire 4 minutes and 30 seconds we've been watching. These guys are out here absolutely laying it down. New hot lap of the run from Kevin, 11:12. Sam responds with an 11:12 of his own. Kevin marginally quicker though. Just over 3.5 tenths the gap with 15 seconds remaining in this one. Can Hey Bear prevail to hold the overnight TQ, or does Sam have a late race charge in him? Just under 2.5 tenths the gap. Sam picked up just a little bit that lap with 5 seconds remaining. 11:19 to an 11:16. It's got to be a really good one from Sam and a bit shaky from Kevin. Time on the master expires. Keep going, drivers. Keep going until I call everyone done. Everybody stay live. Everybody stay live. Waiting on Craig. Alrighty, that's a wrap. Sam Isaacs takes hot lap on the last lap of an 11:10, but misses it by 0.09 of a second. Alrighty, Stock Touring, Heat 1, you are up. I hope you guys can live up to what Kevin and Sam just did. I am excited.
Ryan Coleman, Dennis Doherty, John Harding, Barry Gallo, Hunter Paradise, David Brock, Willie Thomas.
Alrighty, guys, take it easy. Let our marshals run out here real quick. Alrighty, straightaway closed, straightaway closed. Alrighty, order for this one's going to be Barrick, John, Big Willie, Hunter, David, Ryan, and Dennis. Let's get them all on the back straight, guys, all on the back straight. Thank you to my marshals for getting out there quick and for the show you guys put on. All righty, Barrick, I'm going to play the tone, but you'll go when I say your name. Less than 5. Barrick, John, Willie, Hunter, David, Ryan, and Dennis. Easy on the opening laps here, guys. This is Stock Touring Heat 1, brought to you by RC America. Give this a lap or two to sort itself out. Oh, chaos ensues in the center section. I missed what happened there. We got Ryan out front, though, 12-7, but I believe he might have been involved in what happened in the center. No, he was not. 12-5 now for Ryan. Looking to bump up 32 spots to 14. Bringing it out of nowhere here on Friday night. 12-4 now. Make it 35 spots to P11. Oh, man. Pitching it sideways and catching it. That was sweet out of Dennis. See if we can catch your leader here. Your leader rocking the all-orange rocket right through the first chicane now, through the lollipop into the first straightaway. Down the back straight he goes, 12-5. Looking to go to the 13 overall. This is a very respectable run for him so far. Looking like he may upset quite a few people with this run. Very impressive so far out of Mr. Ryan. 12-8 last time by. Looking to pump up 30 spots to the 15. We're 1:45 and 3:15 to go in this one. Now 2 in, 3 to go. 2 in, 3 to go, drivers. Ryan out front, slowly starting to fade away a little bit. Dennis, John, and Barrick all running their hot laps last time by. 12-8, 12-7. Watch out, stay wide, entering the front straight. It's clear. 12-6 now out of Ryan. Really solid lap from him. Your leader rocking the all-orange ride. Through the switchback down the back straightaway now into the sweeper. 12-5. Starting to pick up the ante again. If you see the all-orange ride, please give way. Stay wide, entering the straightaway. It's clear. All-orange ride is your leader. Catches the kink coming onto the straight, but gets it corrected. What a save. I have seen many cars be ejected there today, mine included. We are now 3 in, 2 to go in this one. It's Ryan, John, Barrick, Hunter, Big Willie, Dennis, and David. Ryan looking to bump up 29 spots to 17. And I got to say, looking at, oh, watch the sweeper, watch the sweeper. I got to say, looking at this top 10 in stock touring car, I am excited for these next couple heats. We are 3.5 in, 1.5 to go, drivers. Ryan looking to bump up 29 spots to P17. Ryan, 12-7 last time by, 12-9 out of John. Closest battle is between Hunter and Barrick. They are about 2.5 tenths apart. Advantage Hunter. Ryan, 12-7 last time by as we hit 1 minute remaining in this one. Ryan, John, Hunter, Barrick, Willie, Dennis, and David. Your leader making his way around the lollipop, into the front straight, around the 180, into the switchback, and onto the straightaway. Mr. Ryan Comden of Team Zombie. 12-9 last time by. Still looking to move all the way up to the 17. Huge run for him. His car looking smooth and easy to drive with 15 seconds to go in this one. You see the all-orange car give way. Stay tight going on to the straightaway. It's clear. Well done from all drivers. Whoa, here comes your leader. Great job getting out of the way. Amazing job by everyone there. That is very impressive. Time on the master expires, guys. Keep going. Track still live. Track still live. Still waiting on a few to finish. Still waiting on 2 to finish. Alrighty, that's a wrap. Ryan Comden going to bump up 29 spots to P17. Next up is Stock Touring Heat 2. Heat 2 of 6. I have just been informed that the hobby shop will be closing at 10:30, so if you need any goodies, hit up the shop before 10:30.
Jason Rinka, James O'Leary, Nicholas S., Bill Eisenhart.
Alrighty, guys, take it a little easy while my marshals make their way out.
T.R. Edler, Sean Spangler.
Alrighty, marshals, come on, let's get out here. These guys are ready. Alrighty, straightaway closed, straightaway closed. Can I get you down here in this corner? Thank you, sir. Actually, let me get you at the tee right here. Alrighty, guys. Order for this one's going to be Sean Spangler, Michael Harold, Mark Farley, Bill Eisenhart, JHR, James Oliva, TR Adler, and Nicholas Ennis. Alrighty, Sean, you know the drill. Tone will go off, but you will go when I call your name. Less than 5. Sean, Michael, Mark, Bill, Jason, James, Adler, and Ennis. Easy, guys. Take it easy the first lap or two. See how things begin to shake out here. I got Harold out front, 12-9 to open up. Spangler, now Harold taking it back with a 12-7, separated by 0.2 of a second. Watch out entering the switchback. Watch out entering the switchback. Stay tight. It's clear. 12-7 out of Harold. 12-6 out of Spangler. 12-7 out of Jason. Car on its lid entering the straightaway. It's clear, though. 12-6 out of Spangler now. Harold to the point. 0.4 ahead of Farley. Farley 3.5 ahead of Mr. JHR. See if we can pick up on your leader. Michael Harold now drops to the 2. Mark Farley to the point. Just over 4.5 separating those two. 12-4 out of Farley that last time by. 12-7. Now Harold taking it back. 13-4 out of Farley to back up his 12-4. Just under 2.5 the gap between those two. Harold and Farley looking to go to 25 and 26, looking to bump up 10 spots each. Farley out front by over 0.6 of a second, really starting to extend his advantage now. 12-7, Harold picking up a 10th that time by just under half a second. Farley 12-7 last time by. 12-7 out of Harold, now 12-6 out of Farley. Sean Spangler runs his personal best of a 12-5. We got one on its lid in the penalty box. It's clear. All right, I got Farley from Harold and Mr. Jason.
2 minutes left.
Stay tight entering the straightaway. Stay tight entering the straightaway. It's clear. Got a car looking like a Euro truck dancing on its side. Farley out front with 1:45 to go. If you see that bluish dark teal car rolling up on you, give way. Thank you very much. Well done. Thirteenth flat out of Farley. Got some clean track in front of him now. See what he can do with it. Looking to bump up 13 spots to the 23. Oh, has a bit of a bobble. Gonna let one of the back markers back past him. 1:10 to go in this one. One minute remaining, drivers. 1 minute.
1 minute left.
Watch the sweeper. Watch the sweeper. It's clear. Under a minute to go now. We are now approaching 45 seconds remaining in this race. We got Mark Farley out front, 12-9 last time by, looking to bump up 11 spots to the 25. 30 seconds remaining in this one, drivers. It's Farley, Jason, Harold, Spangler, Eisenhart, Adler, Ennis, and Oliva. Closest battle, Harold and Hrinka swapping back and forth, 700ths between the two. Now approaching 10 seconds remaining. Farley still out front, looking to bump up 11 spots to the 25. As time on the master expires, keep going, drivers. Everybody keep going. Everybody keep them rolling. Still live. Still waiting on a couple more to finish. Waiting on Mr. Adler, and there we go. Farley going to bump up 11 spots to the 25 in that one. Next up is Heat 3 of Stock Touring Car, brought to you by RC America. Your current TQ, Adam, is a 25-504 with a 1. Johnson and Dixon, Xavier, all about second and a half off of it. Wide exiting the sweeper, wide exiting and going into the first chicane. Please take it easy while our marshals make their way out there. Don't need anybody getting drilled.
Ricky Les. Will Sheffield.
Waiting on Paxton. Is Paxton going to make this one? There he is. All right, give him a lap to get checked in, and then everybody will line up on the straightaway. Need Paxton across to get checked.
Paxton Herman.
All righty, order for this one's going to be Schuttenberg, Zufelt, Quillis, Kelso, Jim, Shane Owens, Herman, and Sheffield. Everybody on the straightaway. Come on, guys. Let's get them on the straight. Done this all day. All righty, Zach, you know the drill. The tone will go off, but you wait till I call your name in less than 5. Zach, Zufelt, Quillis, Kelso, Jim, Owens, Herman, and whenever you're ready, Mr. Sheffield. Man, Zach started off with a hard wall slap. And it's over for Zach already. Watch out, entering, I'm sorry, it is clear now. Kelso out front early, hot lap of a 12-2 to open it up. Backed it up with a 5. Kelso looking to bump up 23 spots to the 9. Lots of movers in this one. Let's see how it shakes out. Zufelt now finds his way to the point. With Schuttenberg out after lap 1, that leaves us with Zufelt, Jim, Kelso, Owens, Herman, Quillis, and Sheffield. We are 110 in, 350 to go in this one. Kelso, 12-2, starting to claw his way back to the front in this one. Zufelt looking to bump 17 spots to get himself just outside the top 10. One and a half in, 3.5 to go in this one. 12-4, Zufelt, his personal best. Bare minimum to get into the A is a 25-5-12. 8 seconds separates the top 10 cars in the A main. That is tight. Watch out, car in the penalty box. Marshall grabbing a car from the penalty box. Body tuck right rear on the orange, white, and green. It's clear. Zufelt still out front and ahead of Kelso, Owens, Quillis, Herman, Jim, and Sheffield. Order swapping around every lap. There's a couple close battles, closest between Owens and Herman. We got Zufelt out front early in this one. 2.5 in, 2.5 to go. He's ahead of Kelso by 2.8. Now make that 3 seconds. Kelso 2.2 in front of Owens. Herman only a half second back. Three in, 2 to go. Zufelt, Kelso, Shane, Paxton, Jim, Will, and Ray. Mike Zufelt, 24-501 with a 2. So close to tasting that A main. But he's got to bump out some heavy hitters if he wants to get in. 3.5 in, 1.5 to go. Heat 4 of Touring Car. You guys should be ready. Following heat should be starting to head to Tech. Minute 20 remaining in this one. It's Zufelt from Kelso. 2.8 the gap. Shane only 4/10 back of Herman. Four in, 1 to go in this one. It's Zufelt, Kelso, Herman, Shane, Will, Ray, and Jim. Zufelt looking to bump up 17 spots to the 11. Kelso up 14 to the 18. 12-7 to a 12-8. 13-0 out of Shane. 12-9 out of Paxton to take that spot away from Shane. Big mover, though, is Mike Zufelt looking to bump into that BQ spot, but we still got 2 more rounds tomorrow and a few heats ahead of this one. Zufelt, Kelso, and Herman, your top 3 in this one. 12-6, 12-5, 12-7, 12-8 out of Shane. Him and Paxton run identical 12-8 77s. Rolling up on the 5 second to go mark. Now time on the master has expired. Keep going, drivers. Keep going. Track is live. Track still live. Still waiting on a couple guys to finish. Still waiting on a few, actually. Inside on the straight. Inside on the straight. Waiting on Mr. Will. And we got him. All righty, next heat of 21.5 stock touring car. You are up. Please take it easy while our marshals are trying to make their way out.
Max Cooning, Jim Pearsall, Martin Bergeron, Martin LaCour, Aiden Hansdale, Bobby Morrison, Max Treveri.
Alrighty, waiting on Schaller to get checked in and waiting for our marshals to get out there. You gonna make it, Brandon? No? Dead car right here. Dead car coming out of the first chicane. Alrighty, he asked for a racer's minute. I'll give it to him. In the meantime, let's get everybody lined up on the straight. Then once Schaller gets checked in, we'll get underway. The order's going to be Mr. Martin LaCour, Pearsall, Rorison, Schaller, Kinning, Treveri, Hensel, and Martin B, because I do not know how to pronounce your last name, sir. Not yet. Stripes more down here. Spinning around. I'm still getting nothing. I still got nothing for you. Alrighty, one more try, and then we got to get this one on the road. Guys up there are looking impatient and itching to get moving. That's what I'm saying, Corey. We got to roll, dog. Alrighty, if this doesn't do it, we got to move on. Alrighty, you're checked in. Alrighty, order for this one's going to be Martin LaCour, Pearsall, Rorison, Schaller, Kinning, Treveri, Hensel, and Bergeron. Brandon, if you can go ahead and scoot up there real quick, and everybody, I need everybody on the straightaway. Alrighty, Martin, you know the drill. Tone will go off, but you will listen for the sound of my voice to say your name in less than 5. Martin, Jim, Bobby, Brandon, Max Treveri, Hensel, and Bergeron. Oh, one of the cars getting a little squirmy coming out of the first chicane. We got a car really wanting to traction roll out there. We've also got some movers happening out there. Hot lap of the run belongs to Martin LaCour at a 12 flat. Treveri and Kinning up top, though. LaCour couldn't back up his hot lap.
Do your best announcing. Camera's not here.
All right, I got Max Kinning out front. 12-1 that last time by. He's a 10th.5 up on Max Treveri. Bobby Rorison in tow, only 3.5 tenths back. Then Martin LaCour only a 1/4 tenth back. We got these top 6 cars separated by less than a second. These guys are out here on fire right now. Kinning looking to bump up 18 spots. Treveri looking to bump up 18 spots to go to the 6 and 7. Bobby looking to bump up 10 to go to the 12. 12-1-0 out of Kinning last time by. 12-23 out of Treveri. Half a second separating these two cars. Martin another half second back. If you see the white, orange, and blue of Max Kinning, please give way. He's on a mission trying to solidify his way into the ace sort, as well as Max Treveri. Max actually now looking to go to the 10. Your leader, Max Kinning, down the straightaway, into the sweeper, now into the first chicane. Rolling up on the back of Jimmy Pearsall. And then Bobby Rorison after that. That is your leader, guys. Please give way when he is in your rearview mirrors. Thank you, Jim. Greatly appreciated. I'm sure Max appreciates it, too. It's Kinning, LaCour, Treveri, Rorison, Hensel, Pearsall, Schaller, and Bergeron. Kinning looking to bump 18 spots to go to the 6 on a 25.509 with a 1. LeCure looking to bump all the way up to the 10 now, up 10 spots. Bump Mark Livermore and EA down out of the A main. Kenning out there laying it down, putting in a solid run, looking to move up 17 spots. Oh, LeCure rolls it, but he somehow gets it back on all fours. That was impressive. We're 2:45 in, 2:15 to go. Kenning out front, 12-2 last time by, now back up to the 6th spot overall, but can he hold on? Hensel finds his way to the 2, looking to go to the 12.
2 minutes left.
Martin looking to go to the 13, Bobby to the 14, Treveri to the 15, Pearsall looking to maintain 21. Schaller looking to lose just a couple spots. 12-3 out of Martin, 12-4 out of Max, 12-4 out of Hensel. Close battle between Rorson and Treveri right now. It's 900ths of a second. Rorson running that Corsa gray looking body. Through the lollipop now into the front straightaway down to the 180. Trying to run down Mr. Martin now. He got around Treveri, now setting his sights on Martin. Oh, Treveri gets back around. Now Bobby gets back around. 300 separating that fight. Bobby takes it back now. This is for 14th on the grid. We are 3:55 and 1:05 to go.
1 minute left.
1 minute remaining, drivers, 1 minute. I got Kenning from Hensel. 2.5 separating those two. LeCure now finds his way into the 2. Max looking to go all the way up to the 7th spot. 12-5 out of your 2 leaders, Max and Martin. Aiden 12-7. Bobby 12-7. Max 13-4. 12-5 out of Jimmy Pearsall. See if we can find your leader. Here he is going through the first chicane. Now into the lollipop, into the front straight. Round the 180. Into the switchback and down the straightaway. Max Kenning. Running a 12-4 that time by. Looking to go to the 8 overall. Feeling a little bit of fade in this one with 15 seconds to go. 12-7 out of Martin, 12-4 out of Max. Great lap from Max right there. Looking like he's going to hold on to the 8. Oh, no, he's going to fall to the 9. Alrighty, guys, track is still live. Track is still live. Everybody keep them going. Keep pushing. Still waiting on a couple drivers to finish. Waiting on Max. Max takes the 10 spot. Alrighty, that's a wrap for this heat. On to the next, guys. Drop your cars off and come back out to Marshall. Alrighty, guys, drop your cars off and come out to Marshall. I'm sure these boys are eager to run. Some of them have been bumped out of the top 10, and I know they're itching to get right back in it. Get my marshals out here, please. Alrighty. Slow down, try to go through the front straight. It's clear.
Mentees. Eric Anderson. Manny Flores. Brian Anthony. Mike Smith. Patrick S. T. Germain.
Alrighty, waiting on Andy Brooks to get checked in. Awesome. Thank you to my marshals for getting out there in a timely manner. Greatly appreciated.
Andy Brooks.
Alrighty, guys. This is Heat 5 of 6 of Stock Touring, brought to you by RC America. Let's get them all on the straightaway. Order for this one's going to be Livermore, Anderson, St. Germain, Brooks, Teets, Flores, Smala, and Anthony. Alrighty, Mark, you know how this rolls. Tone will go off, and you'll listen for the sound of your name. Less than 5. Livermore, Anderson, St. Germain, Brooks, Teets, Flores, Smala, and Anthony. All right, these boys are going to be moving and grooving, trying to solidify their way in the top 10. 11-9, Eric Anderson to open up on TQ pace. 12-1, Mark Livermore to open up on TQ pace. Backs it up with a 12-0. Eric Anderson, 11-8 now. Starting to light the world on fire just a little bit. 11-9 out of EA. All three of his opening laps have been sub-12s. 12 flat out of Livermore, back-to-back laps. 12-1 out of St. Germain. Big movers are EA and Livermore looking to go 1 and 2 overall. St. Germain looking to go up 8 spots to the 8. See if we can spot your leader. EA, never too hard to spot. Here he goes, bright pink through the sweeper in the first chicane. Entering the lollipop, now on to the front straight. Round the 180 and into the switchback. Looking like he's going to be rolling up on the back of Mark Livermore, who will be rolling up on the back of Mr. Andy Brooks. We're 1.5 in, 3.5 to go in this one. 12-2 out of Manny Flores, his best lap. 12-1 out of EA, 12-1 out of Livermore. Livermore only 3/10 back at EA right now. St. Germain 2 seconds back of the battle for TQ. Flores only 4/10 back of St. Germain. All eyes on EA and Mark Livermore. Livermore rocking the goldish copper color. EA rocking his traditional hot pink. Livermore ahead on the track. EA ahead on the clock. 4.5 the gap. 2 minutes in, 3 minutes remaining. Does Livermore have anything in the tank to try and run down Anderson? It's a 12-3 to a 12-7. Huge advantage for Mark here. He's got a huge opportunity to make up some time. Made up a chunk on the last lap. 12-3 to a 12-1 from Eric Anderson to respond.
Thank you, Andy.
Oh, EA has a bit of a tap. Andy lets the leaders by. He's sort of a gentleman. We got EA out front. Watch out coming out of the center. Watch out coming around the center lollipop. It's clear. EA dodging a bullet there. 12-4 to a 12-5. Just under 1/10.5 the gap between Anderson and Livermore. We're 2:50 in, 2:10 to go. But Eric Anderson has fallen off TQ pace by just about a second, 1.2 seconds. 1400ths now separating Anderson and Livermore for that 2 spot on the grid. 12-1 to a 12-2. Now make it 300ths. Pat St. Germain looking to move up for, oh, stay tight coming into the front straight. It's clear. Pat St. Germain trying to move up 4 spots to the 12. Manny up 6 to the 13. 12-3 out of your 2 leaders. 6 out of St. Germain. 5 out of Flores. 12-5 out of Smalla. Brian Anthony had a bit of a slow one last time by of a 16-6. I believe he was the one that might have had the rollover. 3:45 in, 1:15 to go in this one. 12-2 out of your 2 leaders. Advantage EA by 0.02 of a second. 3/10 separating Anderson and Livermore now. Flores a half second back of St. Germain. Livermore projected to go 6 if he stays on this run. EA still projected to go to the 2 overall. What a solid run from EA. See how far back Livermore is when they cross the line. They are opposite on the clock as they are on the track. 12-2 to a 12-4 advantage. Eric Anderson out there laying it down, but a 12-1 pretty late out of St. Germain inside on the straightaway. It's clear. Livermore lets Mr. EA by. It's going to drop Livermore to the 7. Well, still improving, but I'm sure not the pace he wanted. 10 seconds on the master clock remaining. Alrighty, guys, time on the master clock has expired. Everybody keep going. Track still live. Everybody keep going. Still waiting on the majority of you to finish. All righty, waiting on Mr. Anthony. All righty, there we go. Now on to our final heat of Stock Touring Car, brought to you by RC America. EA in that last one, moving all the way up to the 3 spot, just missing out on Johnson's 2 spot by 0.3 of a second. Livermore moved up to the 7. Alrighty, guys, please be mindful of our marshals trying to make their way out. There are no hot laps and warm-ups.
Aiden Carroll, Dave Johnson, John Dixon, Bryce Freyshane, Adam Isik, Mike G, Craig Xavier.
Alrighty, I got everybody checked in. Need to get my marshals out here. These guys are locked and loaded and ready to go. Final heat of Stock Touring Car for the night. Who's going to take home the overnight TQ? Please be mindful of marshals making their way out. Hey, Mark. Can I get you in this corner? And then Andy, can I get you to slide down? And then him at this corner, this cone. Everybody slide down one. That's the spots he wants covered. I just listen. Yeah, liver lips, come on. All righty, guys, I got all cars on the straightaway. Order in this one's going to be Izzy, Johnson, Dixon, Xavier, Farrell, G, Skeen, and Frechette. Alrighty, one more time. It's going to be Adam, Dave, John, Craig, Aiden, Mike, Michael, and Bryce. Adam, you know the drill. The tone will go off, and you'll listen for me to say your name. Less than 5. Adam, Dave, John, Craig, Aiden, Mike, Michael, and whenever you're ready, Bryce. Oh, bit of a bobble for your leader. Dixon out front early, going to take advantage of the bobble and the collection of your 2 leaders. Dixon out front. John Dixon out front, 11.9, now 11.8 on TQ pace. Frechette in the 2, only 2.5 tenths back. Johnson 400s back of them. High lap of the run belongs to Dixon, 11.8, now 11.9 out of Johnson that time by to go to the point. Dixon ran a 13.0, falling back just a little bit in this one. Still right there in the fight, though. About 7 tenths separating your top 4, actually your top 5 cars. Johnson, Frechette, and G now all on TQ pace. It's Johnson, G, and Frechette. Dixon now looking to maintain and not lose any. These guys are bouncing up and down all around on my screen. They are trading back and forth lap after lap. Only thing constant is that G has stayed at the top the last 2 or 3. 11.9 out of G this time. It was a 12 flat the time before. Mike G, 3/10 lead over Bryce Frechette. Frechette 3/10 over John Dixon. Xavier not far back either, only 2 tenths back, and Johnson right in the mix as well. Mike G still out front, 12 flat last time by, extending his lead on Bryce, almost up to 6 tenths. Now it's over 6 tenths of a second. See if we can pick up your leader. There he is, the bright pink, down the straightaway into the sweeper. Around the lollipop, into the front straight, around the 180 and into the switchback. Mike G on TQ pace, on the gas and moving fast on a 25.501. TQ is a 25.504. Uh-oh, sounds like a body tuck for Adam. 11-9 out of Mike G last time by. We're 2:40 and 2:20 remaining in this one. 11-9 out of Dixon, starting to claw his way back into it. Only a half second back of G. Xavier crawled his way up to the 3 as well. 1.2 separating your top 3. 1.3 separating the top 4. G up top ahead of Mr. John Dixon. It's 7.5 tenths the gap there. Just over 4.5 tenths between Dixon and Xavier with under 2 to go. G, Dixon, Xavier, and Frechette all on TQ pace right now. Lighten this one up. They all want to take home the overnight TQ so they can sleep easy tonight. 3.5 in, 1.5 to go. It's still G up front. Got his lead to Dixon all the way up to his second now. $12 flat, Mike G. 12-2, John Dixon. Now Xavier moves past Dixon. Dixon has a bit of a slow one of a 13-2. Let's see if we can find the X-Man. Down the straightaway he goes through the sweeper.
1 minute left.
I believe he is the Corsa Gray car. And he's rolling up on the back of Dave Johnson. It's G, Xavier, and Johnson. Big gap starting to form between each of them now. G and Xavier now the only ones on TQ pace with 40 seconds to go. Looking to drop Izze and Johnson down to 3 and 4. Drop EA to 5. Livermore to 8. Bryce looking to move up to 9. Skeen looking to fall to 10. And Kinning looking to fall out of the A. Oh, the X-Man running the white and blue around the lollipop. Trying to make something up, just couldn't make it happen. They're both still on TQ pace, though. G just a second and a half up as time on the master clock expires. Track still live. Keep going hard, guys. Keep going. Everybody's live.
Can you write me your first and last name?
Yeah, 1 second. Already waiting on Bryce and Skeen. All righty, Mike G gonna set a new TQ for the overnight round. Craig Xavier gonna move up to the 2, Bryce up to the 9. All righty, 12 scale modified, most excited class of the night. Is that all you needed? What'd you say you needed? Sorry, I spaced out trying to focus on this. Huh?
I'm just going to put it down. Put the video and then show the qualifying results as we close out the night.
All righty, guys.
I heard Scotty is on the gas moving fast.
That's not going in. Glad you got it.
I'm excited like this.
Max Cooney,
I know.
Barrett Morrow,
I know.
Troy Cummings.
All righty, this is our first heat of 12 scale modified. No Cyril or Sutherland? Guess that answers my question. All righty, guys, let's go ahead and get these lined up on the straight. Order for this one's going to be Gubbins, Morrow, and Kinning. All righty, Troy. Tone will go off, and you will wait for me to say your name in less than 5. Troy, Barrett, Max. All righty, here we go. Just 3 cars in this one. See how it shakes out. 9-9, 9-6, Barrett to open up. Kenning 10-3. Oh man, Max's car looking like a handful. Oh, what a save coming through the lollipop. That thing would have been gone. 9-5 Barrett, 9-5 Gubbins, 3/10 the gap there. Barrett Morrow on a 58.01, looking to go to the 4 spot. Gubbins just over 3.5 tenths back. Wide coming out of the sweeper. Wide entering the first chicane. It's clear. And then there were 2. All righty, we got 9/10 separating Barrett and Troy. Hot lap belongs to Troy at 9:52, but Barrett was not a slouch in the hot lap department at a 9:53. Oh, as Josh Cyril and Nate Sutherland decide to join us. Better late than never, I guess. That's what we'll write on the body after it's toast. Morrow still out front, 2.5 ahead of Troy. Max out early. Troy getting a little squirrely coming out of the sweeper, but saves it. Barrett out there turning some solid laps. 1 lap ago, he went 9:48 and backed it up with a 9:64. Looking to go all the way up to the 5 spot. 2:15 in, 5:45 to go. Barrett's car looking good. 9.6 last time by on a 58.02 with a 4. 9.46 now. Watch out, dead car in the switchback. Dead car in the switchback. It's clear. Well done to the marshals getting that up quickly. Oh, and we have Nate up here now. It's starting to become a little party. I think we should do a throwback, and Nate should turn while Josh pulls the throttle. 9.8 out of Cyril. 9.5 out of Morrow. Still looking to go to the 5, up 3 spots. 9.45 now. Now looking to bump good old Donnie Leah down a spot. 9.9 Nate Sutherland, his best lap. 9.7 out of Nate, starting to get the hang of it. We are 3.5 in, 4.5 to go in this one. 9.37 out of Barrett. Hot lap of the run. Josh and Nate synchronize their hits. Barrett flying around the lollipop and through the front straight, now into the switchback and down the straightaway. This time by, it's a 9.47. Oh, has a nice save after he hits the dot. Very, very impressive save. Car is flying. 9.7 last time by, but that was with a tap of a dot. And that and modified will make or break your lap time. 9.5 last time by, backs it up with a 9.4, 9.6 out of Josh. 9.76 out of Nate last time by. .440 in, 3:20 to go. Now approaching 5 minutes in, I got Barrett, Josh, and Nate. Troy and Max out early in this one. Now officially 5 in, 3 to go. Oh, watch the straightaway, inside on the straightaway. Do believe that was our leader, and it was. Still looking to bump up 2 spots. with the potential to bump up one more. Just really got to get some good clean laps in now. Oh, what a save coming out of the switchback. Looked like that thing was going to be gone. Somehow kept it under itself. Barrett Morrow through the front straight around the 180. Now into the switchback and down the straightaway. This time by 9:53. On a 58.04 with a 6.
2 minutes left.
TQ belongs to Sam at a 51.8 flat with an 8. We are 6 in, 2 to go, guys. 6 in, 2 to go in this one. (9.5) out of Barrett that time by. Nate went 9.3 last time. Nate has hot lap at 9:23.8. I missed that just 3 laps ago. Starting to get the hang of this modified thing. 6:40 in, 1:20 to go. Your leader, the all white. Let's see, which one is he? Making his way through the switchback and down the straightaways. Your leader. Oh, no. Watts go tight entering the straightaway. It's clear. Your leader accidentally tapped the flex track. Took a little too much. 7 in, 1 to go in this one. Still looking to bump up 2 spots, though. Seven and a half in. 30 seconds to go now, drivers. Nate and Cyril are all that remain. The late arrivals are the only non-early departures. 15 seconds remaining. Five seconds on the master clock. Josh Cyril ran his best lap last time by 9:39. Keep going, guys. Keep going. Just waiting on Josh. There we go. Already on to our final qualifier of the night. Mod 12 scale, Heat 2, the Fast Guys, brought to you by Schumacher. Thank you.
Scotty Jr. You got to earn the Y, so you're just Scott.
I'm just Scott. I like it. Alrighty, guys. I'm going to need, if you were in that heat and you did not finish, you still need to be out here to marshal. These guys will be ready very shortly.
Kemp Anderson.
I see Troy making his way out. I see
Sam Isaacs. Andrew Knapp. Kevin Ebeer. Donnie Lee.
Alrighty, come on, guys. I need my marshals. I need 2 in the center.
Come on, guys, let's go. Marshals.
Come on, somebody step up. Can I get you in the center, Max? Alrighty, thank you, guys. Alrighty, straightaway is closed. Be aware, I'm going to call these ones off rather quickly. Sam, you're aware of how this works. Tone will go off, and you'll wait to hear your name. It's going to be Sam, Stuart, Kemp, Donnie, Kevin, and Andrew. Alrighty, less than 5. Sam, Stewart, Kemp, Donnie, Kevin, Andrew. Got them off rather quickly. Well, mostly because these guys are freaking fast. This is RC Carpet On-Road at its finest. 12 scale modified here at the Indoor Champs. Watch the front straight. Watch the front straight. Very slow through the front straight. It's clear. (9-6) Kemp Anderson to the point. 9-2 Kemp Anderson. Stay tight coming out of the lollipop. It's clear. 9-2 flat out of Kemp. Alrighty, 9-6 out of Kevin. 9-7 out of Kemp. That's going to allow Sam Isaacs to kind of creep himself in. Nobody on TQ pace at the moment. Kemp currently on a 51.803, good enough to move up to the 2. TQ is a 51.8 flat with an 8. Kemp on a 51.803, now a 51.802 with a 6, courtesy of a 9.39. 9.29 out of Sam Isaacs last time by. We are a minute and a half in with 6.5 to go. Let's see if we can find your leader. Here he is working his way through the front straight, now through the switchback down the straightaway. The Corsa Gray of Kemp Anderson, 9.25 last time by, 9.22 out of Sam Isaacs. But hot lap now belongs to Donnie Leah on lap 9. Starting to claw his way into this one. And just as I say that, Kemp Anderson crawls his way onto TQ pace. 2:06 to go in this one. Kemp out front by 2.5 tenths. Donnie a 2.5 back, 9.4. 9.12. Donnie Leah, new hot lap of the run. Backs it up with a 9.2. Donnie starting to make some headway. Donnie looking to move to the 3. Knapp looking to move to the 5. Kemp back on TQ pace again. He's on a 52.809 with a 3. Sam Isaacs now on his own TQ pace and a 1/4 tenth ahead of Kemp. Donnie Leah less than a second back. 9.18 Kemp Anderson outside exiting the sweeper, outside exiting the sweeper. It's clear. That was Mr. Andrew Knapp. No harm, no foul there, but that was rather scary. Anderson out front, 52.808 pace, still coming down. 9.2, he's 0.18 up on Sam Isaacs. Your leader, the Corsa Gray, through the sweeper, through the first chicane, around the lollipop, into the front straight, round the 180. Now making his way through the switchback and down the back straightaway. Ran a 9.16 last time, 9.24 this time. Your second place car, the mustard car of Sam Isaacs. Only 3.5 tenths back, and then another 2.5 back is the neon yellow front and white tail of Mr. Donnie Leah. 9.3 out of Donnie. 9.3 out of Kemp. Two fastest cars out there. Sam now goes 9.303. Kemp Anderson now runs a personal best hot lap, 9.16. We are now approaching the halfway mark. Kemp on TQ pace. 9.25 to a 9.3 flat. 9.25 out of Donnie as well. 9.32 out of Donnie now. 9.28 out of Sam. 9.27 out of Kemp. 6 tenths the gap between Anderson and Isaacs. 4.5 in, 3.5 to go in this one. Donnie getting a little caught up coming out of the center section. Oh, no, your leader flips it over the board. How much is that going to cost him? It cost him about 4 seconds. Sam Isaacs now the only one on TQ pace, the yellow mustard car. Let's see if we can find him. Here he is. Just worked his way around the lollipop into the front straight. Now into the switch, back and down the straightaway. Sam Isaacs, 9:17 last time by, his personal best. Rolling up on the back of Donnie Leah. We are 5:15 in, 2:45 to go in this one. $9.21 out of Isaacs. 5:25 deep in the run. $9.31 out of Kemp. 45 out of Leah. Sam Isaacs still out front now. 9-4, still on TQ pace. 5:50 in, 2:10 to go. The mustard car, Sam Isaacs, Awesomatics 812, working its way through the switch back down the back straightaway. Had a bit of a slow one last time. Recovers with a 9-4. 2 minutes to go. Still on TQ pace. Watch out on the front straight. Watch out on the front straight. It's clear. Nice clear open track for Sam. 9-4 last time by. 9:31 out of Kemp. Backs it up with a 9:45. Trying to claw his way back down to TQ pace. Just not sure there's enough time to do so with 1:35 remaining. Sam, 9:38 last time by, 34 out of Kemp. Donnie starting to fall back just a little bit. Sam Isaacs out here moving and grooving with the mustard-colored car. Through the front straight, around the 180, now down the straightaway. 9:45, 9:34 out of Kemp. Last time by, as we are now approaching 1:05 remaining. Kemp slowly starting to approach TQ pace.
1 minute left.
Only about 7/10 off of it. But the thing is, Sam is so far up ahead on it, it'd have to be a mistake from Sam for Kemp to get it this round. 9:31 out of Sam, now 9:34. 9:39 out of Kemp last time by. 9:30 out of Kemp that time. 35 seconds on the master clock. Kemp, 9:39, 9:05 out of Sam. 25 seconds remaining in this one. Sam Isaacs out there just laying it down, having a perfect run. Down the straightaway he goes. 9:43. Kemp last time by, 9:38. 35 out of Leah last time. Fastest car out there. Donnie's car looking kind of fierce at the end of the run here. 9:28 out of Kemp. Anderson last lap. Backs it up with a 37. Time on the master expires. Keep going, drivers. Keep running hard. Keep running hard. All righty, waiting on Sam. All righty, that's a wrap for tonight's qualifying. Sam Isaacs resets his own TQ to set the overnight TQ for Mod 12 scale.
All righty, that is going to wrap up a great day of qualifying today. Thank you. Well done. Round of applause for Braden for stepping in, helping us out. Well done. He'll be back tomorrow. Help us out. Good job, buddy. Thank you. All right. You know what we're doing now? Talking about practice. Talking about practice. Practice going to go down. Want to thank everybody for watching online. We hope you enjoyed the show. We're going to do it again tomorrow. Same time, same channel. Our broadcast will kick off at 7 a.m. Remember, everybody, track will be open till 6:30, and it will kick off. Qualifying round number 3 tomorrow at 7 a.m. Want to thank all our great sponsors for their support. Want to thank Hobby Wing, CRC, Awesomatics USA, Schumacher, Motive, Crybaby Racing, RC America, Dumper Speed Shop, Tamiya, Donathan RC, SXT, Team Zombie, Team Scream, Exalt, Menards, A-Man Hobbies, EA Motorsports, Tekin, R1 Works, One Up Racing, Power HD, Gens Ace, Discount RC, Gravity RC, Lifetime Scoring, Live RC, Stick It One Racing, and MX Trophies. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Have a good night. See you tomorrow. All right, we're going to get practice going here in just a moment. I have to do the resort and everything. While I'm doing that, you're not going to have lap times. So once I get that done, then we will get the timer going. Remember, tomorrow, resort's going to be new heats. You'll need to check everything. We'll call up race 1 at 6:55. 6:55 tomorrow for a 7 o'clock start time. New heats. Rear group going to be done right now. Lucas, are we off?